Now this right here is an impromptu video. The gameplay that you guys are going to be watching here in the background is me on the map Solar. Little game of kill confirmed. Carry the team. You know the deal. It's a good gameplay. Enjoy it using the elite variant of the AK. It's the RIP. Love this gun. Love it. I'm also going to be putting up, like I said before, gameplays with the Insanity, the HBR Elite, and that gun too is also ridiculous. You know, the only thing about this variant of the AK, the RIP here, it sucks pretty much with the small clip size. What I'm using here is 22 rounds in a clip. I mean, yeah, it seems like it's standard, but it's not. 22 rounds goes very, very quickly with this gun. You find yourself reloading a lot. I lose a lot of gun battles sometimes after I kill someone, because I'm a guy that likes to spray. You know, I'll spray the area down. My aim is not the greatest. I'm alright. I'm not Mark J, but my aim's pretty good. But anyway, you know, without extended mags, this gun can be, you know, live or die. You really, if you miss your shots, you're dead. If you land your shots, they die pretty quickly. Also, too, I know I never said, I always said, I'm sorry, that I would not upload anything with the AE4. But I picked it up during this game, and I was shooting it. You can see sometimes I'm like, okay, how did I not get that kill? Like that one right there. But for the most part, it seems a little buffed. It is a little stronger these days. I was really surprised by how fast it was dropping people. And I know when I play the Havoc DLC, a lot of the people these days use the AE4 in those playlists, and I was always wondering, like, why am I getting outshot with this gun? When this gun first came out, it sucked, and now all of a sudden it's a lot more dependable as a primary. I don't know, it's weird. It's like, you know, you give these you know, pre-ordered people a little bit, or it's not pre-order, the season pass holders, a new look or a first look at this gun before anybody else can get it, and it's like we get the gun in its incomplete version and it sucks, and now all of a sudden it's good. So I don't know. It is what it is. There's a video I actually liked recently where this guy was saying pre-ordering games is not a good thing. I'm starting to agree with that these days. I'm not sure if I'm going to pre-order Mortal Kombat or Batman Arkham Knight. I don't know. We'll see. You know, it's the games nowadays. The Unity let me down with a lot of its glitches. It was still a fun game, but it definitely felt unfinished and unpolished. So I don't know if that's the thing that's happening these days, but it definitely sucks. So, you know, I do have some AE4 usage in here. Enjoy that as well. But enough of the gameplay, guys, and enough of my little rant there. I wanted to tell you guys a story that happened, something that happened to me this last night that just passed on Friday. I went out with some friends here at a local pub, and we went out, had a few drinks, and there was a fight that ensued towards the end of the night. Now, you know, if you are of age and you go out a lot, you know a lot of the bar fights and, you know, club fights don't start usually until the end of the night when everybody's already plastered. Very rare they start at the beginning of the night. They always start at the end when everybody's drunk. Either they didn't get laid or they got turned down and they're upset, so they got to take it out on someone. You know, they came for two reasons: to drink beer and kick ass, and they're almost out of beer. So, anyway, I went out to this pub with some friends, and there was this guy that walked in, I would say around 9:30, 10 o'clock. He walked in, gave me kind of a stern look. You know, like I said, I'm a pretty big, intimidating guy, but I'm a gentle giant. You know, I'm a friendly person. But he was giving me a little bit of a stare and everything. I just shook it off, whatever. And then later on that night, when, you know, I was kind of warmed up and everything and a little bit buzzing, we crossed paths again, and we, you know, we shared a little short conversation by the bathroom. You know, he was like, "Hey, well, you know, hey, what's up, man?" I said, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Hey, why were you mad dogging me when I first walked in here?" I was like, "I don't remember mad dogging you, but okay." You know, is there a certain way I gotta stare at people? I thought you were looking at me, I was looking at you. But, you know, we basically squashed, no harm, no foul. But I could tell the guy was looking for a fight. Big dude, man. I'm telling you, this guy was big, too. He was built like a truck, had no neck. He looked like a 45 slug. Big, bulky guy. Anyway, so this guy keeps going about his business. I go about my business. And later in the night, I see him kind of leaving with his friends and everything. And he crossed paths with this group of guys that was standing by the bar. And I noticed they started having a discussion. You could tell when the discussion starts getting heated. You know, they start looking at each other, and, you know, some guys kind of get their distance, their posture straightens and everything. You know, their hands go to fist and all that good stuff. But anyway, so this guy, he's going up to these guys. He's talking smack. I'm sure he is. He was wasted, and he ends up grabbing one of them by the neck and choking him and holding him against the bar, pushing him against the bar, and he's squeezing this guy. You can tell this guy his face is getting red. Now remember, I said this guy was huge, right? He's a big, intimidating guy. Well, the guy he decided to pick on was somewhat, you know, of a small little puny guy. He wasn't somewhat, he was a small dude, looked like a soccer player or something, really small by about 5'8". The other guy's about, you know, my height, 6'3". So he's pushing this guy against the bar, choking him, and this guy's turning red. He has his hand, and all of a sudden the guy just leans back and comes forward with his elbow. This is the smaller guy, and hits this guy right in the temple with his elbow. The big dude stumbles back. You know, he's dazed and confused. As soon as he let go and that guy kind of got some breath back underneath him, he just laid into this guy, man. Laid him out. Boom. I'm watching this whole thing from across the bar. He lays this dude out. You know, the big dude falls down, knocks over chairs. Everybody in the whole bar, you know, of course, all gets up. Fight, fight. And, you know, this little dude who you would think if you ever saw these two together, you know, and said, hey, okay, these two guys are going to fight. Who's your money on? This guy was way bigger. You know, the other guy was way smaller. And, you know, muscle mass, all that stuff. You would think, man, this guy's going to lay this other guy out. No, man, you put this guy his back against the corner, and he reacted. He reacted, and he laid into that dude, knocked him out cold. And we had to actually, I ended up helping with some other bouncers that were there, pick him up and lead him outside the bar. But it was just very, very funny, I thought. This guy was just getting stares from everybody, of course, because like I said, he was a big dude, and then he goes in there and gets his ass whooped by a guy about 5 times smaller than him. And it just shows you, man, you just never know. It doesn't matter how big you are. Sometimes the bigger you are, the harder you fall. But you just got to watch out who you mess with out there, man. You just never know who knows how to defend themselves. And this guy surely did. And you lit that guy up and let him know about it. But I thought I'd share that story with you. I thought it was very interesting. Very funny. Anyway, guys, thanks for all your views, all your subscribes, and likes. You know how it is. This is NESSINATOR1. Got more stuff coming up for you next week. Stay tuned. I appreciate it all, guys. And I'm out.